Sorry, not long to go, as my daddy used to say. Anyway, no. Anyway, I have to buy, this is part three now, part three. Also, I have to buy clothes occasionally. A new jumper, underpants, shirts, socks, trousers. You know, a pair of cheap jeans usually costs upwards of £20. These cost me about £20 or more for a pair of cheap jeans. And I buy at least 2 or 3 pairs of jeans a year. I get through about 2 or 3 pairs of jeans a year. So I would say I spend at least £100 or £150 a year on clothes, minimum. All on my credit card, of course. And I have to buy this on my credit card because I don't have any cash left. Now sometimes I also need to buy essential kitchen stuff, such as a new cooker. Mine's busted at the moment, so I'm down to 3 hobs on my cooker now because I can't afford a new cooker. Because if I buy a new cooker, I have to put it on my credit card. You know, I need a new if I need a new washing machine, when I need a new washing machine or fridge or whatever, or a cooker, it always costs at least £250 at the very minimum, and that's usually for a second-hand model. You know, for a cooker, I imagine it costs upwards about £400 or £500. And when I buy these, I've got to buy them on my credit card again because I don't have any money. So my credit card is going up and up in leaps and bounds. It's the only miracle in this world is credit cards going up and up all the time. What goes up and never comes down? What goes up and never comes down? Your credit card bill. I mean, a decent touchscreen telephone costs upwards of £300 really for a standard model. It's also, I need to buy new telephones, a new touchscreen telephone because I make all these films on touchscreen I make all these YouTube movies on my touchscreen phone. But I'm going to have to buy a new phone soon because this one's wearing out. And that's going to cost me about £500 for a Galaxy, at least, I would imagine. In fact, I think it might be more than that. Anyway, bear in mind, let's say I'm a postman, and £440 is a hell of a lot more money than most other sort of common jobs, like, you know, a supermarket cashier, for instance, who I think earn at least I think supermarket cashiers earn at least £100 less than me. You know, I'm a postman, so I'm lucky that I get paid about £100 more than most manual jobs. You know, I probably get paid about £100 more than dustman or whatever. I don't know how much they get paid, but I know I get paid a lot more than they do. You know, I earn £440, I end up with £4. You know what I mean? I earn £440, I end up with £4 a week. But also the fact that I'm single, right? Situation's vacant. I have no wife to look after. I know how expensive wives can be. I have no children to look after. I know how expensive children can be. I mean, even children have to eat. You've got to buy clothes and stuff, and even with 2 wages, coming in, if you've got a partner with 2 wages coming in and you half your bills, the essential bills, for instance, you still have to look after your children, and you still have to probably buy a car, don't you? You probably also, you probably have a car. I don't have a car, you see. I have no car. I can only imagine how much a car costs to run. And, basically, if you've got children, you're going to need a car, aren't you? But, with insurance, petrol, MOT, repairs, etc., I think most people tend to buy their cars on loans these days. So as well as having credit cards, most people tend to have loans. Also, I rent my flat. Well, not for much longer if the council have their way, because they want me to move me out of Queensway House. I have no mortgage payments to make. And believe me, I know, because of this COVID, one of my customers, I'm not going to tell you who, is about a year in arrears on her mortgage. One of my customers at work, I'm not going to say who, but I know she's about a year behind on her mortgage payments because of the COVID, and she couldn't work. She wasn't allowed to work during COVID, She's lost a hell of a lot of money. I mean, I can't afford to go to a pub these days, right? I can't smoke in a pub anyway, so I don't want to go to the pub because I'm not allowed to smoke in the pub. But in a pub, a beer